happy to have Brad Meyer, Managing Director of Millstein and Company, with us today. Brad, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
First of all, if you could tell us a little bit about Millstein and the types of transactions you're focusing on.
So we've been around for only 2 years now. We're founded by Jim Millstein, who was previously the co-head of Lazard's restructuring practice. And he'd left Lazard in 2008 to be the chief restructuring officer at the Treasury when a lot of the top investment activity was going on. And so we are primarily focused in the restructuring space, dealing with traditional restructurings, M&A transactions, as well as financing transactions, really across the board, looking at a variety of industries and ideas. You know, our first transaction was representing US Airways in its acquisition of American Airlines, but we've also representing creditors in TXU. We did a recent exchange offer for Affinion. And it was announced, it came out a couple of days ago, that we are providing advice in connection with Puerto Rico. So really across the board, a variety of different transactions in our short life.
I was going to say, that's just so impressive. 2 years, you're a very young company, but so many big transactions, most notably probably the American Airlines merger. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Sure. So in that case, we were the strategic advisor to US Airways. And it was really a long process. You know, we began that engagement back in January of 2012, and it was formulating the strategy behind approaching American Airlines, which at the time had filed Chapter 11, and it was really thinking about the strategic direction that US Airways could take in formulating an acquisition.
And tell us about what other major deals that you're working on right now. Give us a little insight into what else is going on.
Sure. So again, we're working on a variety of government advisory, as sovereign advisory, as well as company advisory, both in court and out of court, along with advising a variety of other constituents. We're representing a couple of different creditor groups, including a first lien group as part of TCH. So it's really across the gamut.
When you sit back and look at the forecast for the rest of 2014, as far as opportunities for distressed investing, how does the outlook look?
It's very unique. I think everyone is very focused on the idea that distress, really default rates are at historic lows, and obviously that's correct. And financing markets are pretty hot, but there are very unique opportunities when you look at sovereign municipality opportunities, both in Detroit. A lot of people are focused on Puerto Rico. If you're looking at opportunities offshore, whether it's in South America, looking at Argentina, Brazil, a lot of the legacy transactions that are coming out of Europe, I think there are a lot of opportunities there. Also here in the US, when you're looking at many of the legacy LBO transactions that people have been waiting to come down the pike are finally going to be here, such as Momentive or TXU or Caesars, a lot of people are focused on recently. Despite the low default rate, there are many opportunities there, and across industries. You can look at retail transactions, or a lot of metals and mining people are focusing a lot of time on.
Okay, and as a young company, you've already made such a big name for yourself, but what would you want anyone watching this right now to know about your firm?
Sure. I think we are very unique in the advice that we give. The restructuring, financial advisor market has become, a lot more fragmented over the years as compared to 10, 15 years ago. But I think we really provide very unique advice, and I think representing US Airways is, a great example of that. It was a cutting-edge deal, effectively doing, a very aggressive acquisition in the context of Chapter 11 hadn't really been seen in this magnitude before. So from a strategic party, typically, Chapter 11 is a little bit more of a time to react to, and US Airways really took the opportunity to be a little bit more aggressive, and I think that is very emblematic of the types of transactions that we're focused on. We do a lot of traditional restructuring or financing or M&A transactions, but we think our real value add and our real focus is on the more creative solutions that can be available to companies and various constituents.
Well, congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
And so nice to have you here, Brad. Thanks
a
so
lot
much.
for your
Good
time.
talking to you.
Thank you.